So how much did you play of this? Alright. So how much
I
did you play of
played
this?
I played the first level, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, just getting ready. So I'm still a newbie.
That's fine.
So you say you go by Angel, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Well, how long did it take you to make this game, Angel?
Let's see. I started it in 2016 almost. It's almost been 3 years. In October it'll be 3 years. And of course it's still not done, but
That's cool. Alright, let's start doing this then.
okay.
So, why did you choose to use, what do you call it? Your burn runs are HEM, right? How do I
Yeah.
restart the game? Let's see. Blank file, whatever. Hey Lack, what's up? So today what we're doing is I'm talking to the developer of The Void Rains up on her heart. It's a indie game that I really like. And he's here right now. His name is Angel. Say hello, Angel.
Hello.
You can hear them, right? I might have to do some audio stuff to make it so you can hear them better. If it's not working right. Alright, they can hear you. Awesome. So,
Cool.
I normally don't like shoot 'em ups at all. As you know.
A lot of people have told me this.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe you should consider different branding. Also the price point's a bit steep at $10 right now in the store for a, early access 2D game. I don't know, that's just me. Though.
There's a lot of content there at this point.
I have no idea, I just played the first level.
Some people have been playing it for 100 hours plus.
Oh wow. That, what's the median time of, yeah it is actually. Here, let me see if I can get a link to that. Yeah, here's the link to, the Steam account, the stream, Steam? Yeah, it's certainly interesting. No worries. So I really, like, from the start, like, how long have you been drawing for? And, like...
Like drawing since forever ago, like in...
I mean, like, seriously drawing, though.
Like, well, cause... this is the first thing I've ever, like, put out there fully, like, on the internet that I've drawn, but...
Really?
Yeah. So... technically, whenever this game came out, that would be the first time I ever put anything out there, but, you know, I've just been drawing forever. I always like to draw. And program. Like, programmed also, I started when I was
Game Maker? Yeah?
Yeah, Game Maker.
Cool. I was just poking at it for a second just to check. That would mean that you can... Game Maker supports, like, mobile builds and stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's cool. I just think it's really, like, the art style and the theme of this game, is part of what really makes it special to me, I guess you could say. And, like, I really like this little nymph character, especially how she has black eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like that so much. Are you the robot?
No, you're her. You're the heart.
No, I'm talking about you personally. Do you have any,
me?
like, Toby's the dog. You know, the annoying dog?
No, I will be in this somehow, but I don't want to spoil it, because it's actually part of the story. But
Wait, actually? How much of
Yeah.
a story does this have?
Well, most of it's not in yet. See, in early access, I'm trying to get the gameplay nailed down, so I'm not putting in all of the story yet. Till the end, pretty much.
Oh, that's cool.
But there's still a good amount at the moment.
I mean, this rope is basically me running existential dread that pro, trying to get that degree, um, with just you know, a few months left.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I
So
know
it's
that.
like I have to like I'm taking 2 math classes, one of which I've already paid.
Oh dang.
But
Actually,
like I passed it too. But the thing is, I took a credit no credit because I'm
Oh.
stupid.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, basically I done goofed. Yeah, it does. It.
Actually, I'm trying to. Did you ever play Nier Automata? Because that's where I got this robot from, kind of.
I have never played Nier Automata. Like I know of Nier Automata. I've seen the characters and I've seen a gameplay like a summary of what happens in Nier Automata.
So, you know that little helper robot that's always following you around?
Yeah, I do.
It would always say proposal and then say something like really obvious, and you'd be like, duh. And so I kind of copied that and did suggestion, and then the robot says something.
I mean, you also have suggestions like this, which are just like, I mean, I know you're not really supposed to talk about that type of stuff. Like, alright, jeez, I forgot the controls since yesterday. Oh wait, you're gonna teach me them again.
The tutorial anyway.
The reason why I'm restarting is because, unlike most games, where you get a new health bar every turn, it seems that like, this game doesn't replenish your health bar. You have to do really well in the battle in order to get your health back. Also, I think
Yes. Well, it's more of luck based if you get your health back.
Really? I thought if
Yeah,
I just got a certain score, it was a guarantee win.
Well, you can either not get hit, so or
Don't
or
tell me
you
to
could
get good.
or you could get lucky and get a healing card. So all the cards are random, what you'll get after every battle, and you're gonna start to get to choose which one you want. And you're gonna see like, oh, I need health, so I'm gonna fight this one. And it's a roguelike in that way.
Yeah, and I'm kind of curious, why doesn't my bullet ever always point at the thing? It'd be interesting if I had polar controls instead of like XYZ. I don't know.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Like, so if the up-down controls the angle and left-right control so I can point or turn around it. Like, why doesn't it point when I'm on the other side of it? I
get what you mean. Well, it could have been a twin stick shooter, like you're saying. Like you basically can turn and aim at any direction you want, right? But
yeah.
part of the scoring, like what my scoring is about is keeping a combo, and by keeping a combo, you have to keep hitting the boss without stopping or getting hit yourself.
So,
and
like, does that
and so, like,
involve I have to hit hurt boxes every time, or can I just hit it and it's like...
You can hit it anywhere. See the white portion of the health bar down there? What you're taking off? That's your combo.
That's my combo meter.
Yeah.
How long, like, the chart side is interesting addition as well.
So, I just earlier about why not do a twin stick type of game. I wanted you to only be able to shoot in one direction, and the boss would like try to avoid you sometimes.
Oh, okay. So you do land the mechanic. The game audio is a bit loud. Yeah, I'll fix that one too. I couldn't figure out how to turn down the game audio myself. Honestly, that's... So I basically have everything else muted on my desktop. Is there an audio setting somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah, if you... Can you pause here? Push enter if you're on the keyboard. Or escape. Yeah, and then go down to options.
Audio... Alright, is that better? And then let me make it so that the green part goes. Here. Hey, can you try talking?
Hello? Can you all hear me?
I think they can. Alright. Yeah, that's better. Thank you, Lect. You know, one thing that I find confusing is you use C, and I know that's really common, like, but it's just, I'm always used to using Enter for the menuing, you know?
Oh, I get what you mean.
So, what language is it? Oh god. What button is it to do accurately?
X, holding X.
Why is this a feature?
To focus. A lot of bullet hells do it where you hold the button and you slow your movement down.
But it doesn't slow time down, so it's kind of useless.
No, it doesn't slow time down. It slows you down so that you can dodge and weave between. Like, so you don't overshoot.
Oh, because I'm on what do you call that, on desktop. So I don't have pressure sensitive keys.
Yeah.
Yeah, also panic attacks. I thought I could have as many... I thought I would get the panic attacks back. So I was just using it to kill the boss.
Oh. So, same thing with those. You can earn more. You can find them.
Yeah, I got one back on the next level, and that's part of what made me think I could keep getting them. Because you know me, I don't really read too well. I don't read very much. Like, there's boards on the screen, but like...
Oh yeah, I've learned that designing tutorials is like the hardest part ever.
Oh yeah, no, I'm trying to design an intuitive tutorial right now for a game, and it's just... It's that Norb game that you probably seen horrific photos of it.
Maybe.
I'm like you, I'm not a good artist. So, what's the DPS of the charge shot versus the normal shot?
So the DPS itself is slightly higher with the charge shot. It's actually kind of significantly higher, but only if you manage to hit every single shot and let go the instant that it's ready.
Okay, so like,
so
it's like 10-15% better, or?
It actually scales. Like, the more DPS you get, the less percent higher it is, but it's always higher. So
wait, what?
It's around 20%. You could say that.
I would like to hear more about the damage scaling mechanism. So does that mean the more damage I'm doing, the more it scales back, or what exactly?
So if your normal shots DPS is okay, by default it's 30.
Okay. So it's not based off a multiplier of my normal shot. It's based off just its own constant.
It is a multiplier of your normal shot, but the higher the normal shot goes, the less the multiplier is, so that it stops scaling it too crazy at high amounts, so that it's not overwhelming the normal shot. But
yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it's probably a good idea to not like.
But if you get more DPS for your normal shot, your charge shot will also go up.
Is
every
there
time.
like, what does this mean?
Okay, so right now you've never seen any bosses on this save, so they're all question marks. And when you beat one, next time you see it, it'll unveil it for you so that
Ah.
you'll know what boss it is.
That's cool. So like, which one should I choose?
Okay, so at the bottom you'll see a preview of what your rewards are. So on the first one, on the one on the right, you see
2 stars and a chain.
2
right?
stars. Okay, so the one with 2 stars is the one that you probably want to get.
Okay. So
2 stars are better than 1 star generally.
okay. So does this lower my attack damage by 40% permanently? Or...
No, that is the boss. You're playing on Mistrain, which is on the lowest difficulty. The bosses get negative modifiers to them, so the boss does less damage to you.
That's yeah, I'm terrible at games typically. Is it possible to change the difficulty when you
Well, you start the run on whatever difficulty you want, and you go until you either die or win, and then you do another run.
Oh dear, what the hell are those? Can I move through them if I'm not moving, or for some reason I'm just thinking of Undertale with this because that's the only game that ended up with a bullet hell I've ever played.
No, in this nothing is like that. You get hit by anything.
Oh cool, I love the rainbow.
That
I'm sorry, it just hella
was
gay.
fun to draw.
Where's the
This boss has a mechanic where she runs off screen and you have to wait through waves of nonsense. And
is there a limit to the number of panic attacks I can have saved up? And
no, you can actually save up. I've seen someone get like 30 by the time they get to the final boss and just spam away and beat the boss so easy.
that's definitely a gender. So the combo bar. What is the comboing? What stops a combo? Damage? Damage, right?
If you take damage, yeah, you just dropped it. And if you don't hit the boss for a certain amount of time, you will also drop, with exceptions. If the combo ever turns yellow, it won't drop by itself.
Okay,
So while
that
it's
means
white,
that it's
it
off-screen,
will
right?
drop.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of like AAA games that don't take that stuff into account.
When I released this in early access, it's been in early access since last Valentine's Day. So not this year, but the year before. And I didn't have that yet. And like that's the kind of stuff that you don't really think about until people are playing and they're telling you like, hey, this would be nice if you could do this. And that was one of the earliest things I patched in, like, oh, holding the combo bar while
That's
they're
really
off
cool.
screen.
So,
Yeah.
what language did you write this in?
In Game Maker, they have their own language.
Some bastardization of JavaScript, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a weird combination of all kinds of stuff.
So, what part of this game it makes you really proud? And I'm sorry, I don't have, I've never done, like, this is the first time I've ever done a dev interview before, so
That's fine.
mostly it's just making games on this channel, so.
Most
Occasionally
proud of?
Minecraft.
Oh,
Minecraft,
the music.
Minecraft is on my old channel mostly, though, real talk.
For me, the most proud thing is the music. Like,
Yeah.
usually people, when there's a solo dev, they do everything but the music or sometimes the art, you know.
Oh, yeah, no.
But I was like, I want to learn to do the music too, so I just did it, and it took a long time, but
That's really cool. Yeah, I typically just do classical music and stuff, but that's really interesting. How did you compose this?
So on I use a program called Magic's Music Maker,
Oh.
and here's what I did.
Isn't that just a MIDI editor? So you like to make
pretty much, yeah.
Oh my god! So these aren't samples at all.
No.
Oh my god. Dude, I'm pretty sure you were using the wrong tool.
Yeah. I was like, whatever works.
That's very
You know?
impressive. Okay, so I get a panic attack from this person. Do I get heals on this or no?
That middle one might be, but you don't know yet.
It was a heals last time.
Yeah, there's some gifts that'll increase your max health and heal you and all kinds of other stuff.
Ah, god, I'm gonna die. How do I do panic attack again? See?
See?
Oh, that's this guy's Buffy. For some reason, I thought it was based off like maintaining. So those patterns, that pattern's always very rare. Is it just a slowly rotating stream? How would you describe that pattern?
Which one? The like
the kind of a. Oh god, I think I got it. Wait,
was
why
it
did
the
I
one
get
with
health
the?
back?
You didn't get hit.
Am I getting health back?
No, you just didn't get hit that time.
No, but my health bar's going up, right?
Oh yeah, you have a gift that slowly heals you up until 8 health, which is half your bar. I forgot you got that.
I forgot I got
that's
that too.
one of
I
the
don't
rare
even know what that does.
Oh, this is a good one. If you get hit and you're at your last health, it'll spare you one time.
That's really cool.
Every battle.
Oh, every battle.
Yeah.
Dude. I mean, I personally think that it should work like as many times as you want in a battle, but like that's just me.
What? You couldn't die.
What was that warframe that's just deny? Whatever. 7.6 or something? I don't know. I don't play Warframe. My boyfriend does, so too much in my opinion. But
Warframe all day.
yeah.
I played Warframe for a while. I haven't touched it in a long time though.
So karma, is this karma per? I was really excited when I saw that they have a karma mechanic built in, and I was curious: is the karma mechanic per monster? Or
No, it's cumulative as you go on, so it's essentially your luck stat. The more karma you have, the better stuff you'll get all around.
That's really cool.
It resets to 0 when you die though. Like everything resets. So.
Have you ever made a 3D game before? Or
No, I haven't.
Okay, so tell me, before this game, you must have made some like prototypes and embarrassing games you.
Oh yeah, I have so many, and I lost a lot of them, unfortunately. But
Tell me about it. Did you ever use? Well, first question. Have you ever used XNA?
no, no, I never used that. Actually,
yeah, But I don't know
I
where
think-
my other. And I'm done with this class too. But I don't know where my big cup of water is. My pickle jar. Oh, thank you. Can you bring that for me? Thanks, sweetie.
The only things I've ever worked in is way back when I was like 9 years old. I started learning Flash. I coded some weird Flash games that never seen the light of day.
Oh.
And then I found Game Maker like a few years later, and I've literally just been using that ever since.
That's really awesome. I have a question. Okay, so what does that chain mean? Does it mean I have to beat them multiple times, or it's just a chance of me getting it?
So, it's locked to a challenge that you have to do, and see, it'll tell you right
Oh,
there
I can
what
do
you
that.
have.
I can totally combo over 30%.
That's
Either
it.
that or die.
That's a heal, by the way.
I could really use
So-
a heal.
If you manage to combo 30%, that's a heal.
Shut up, Joseph. No one loves you. Except me. I love you. So do I get, oh god. The bullets are everywhere. So why did you choose to make a bullet hell game for this? Like the QT
Oh.
atmosphere and stuff is just kind of.
So
Darn it.
that combo. Oh, one other thing, if you think you're gonna lose your combo, you can panic at the boss and you'll keep it because you'll damage it. But
True.
a bullet hell. So when I came up with this game, I had just barely like had gone through this like anxiety episode that I was basically diagnosed with an anxiety disorder like just around that time, and I would just be really anxious like at lunchtime at school and just like feeling really sick every day. And then I was playing Toho, one of the most popular bullet hells, and I noticed like I would just focus on that game so much, like it would just erase anxiety. I wouldn't think about it, and then I realized like that's bullet hells are such a good metaphor for anxiety. Just this insurmountable wall of nonsense coming at you, but really it's simple if you just focus and weave around through the bullets.
What does it mean to have an anchored health spot?
Anchored heart shots is when you move, the bullets will stay with you. It's kind of hard to explain. You'll probably notice it while you're playing.
Okay, that's really cool. So yeah, no, I totally see how this is a metaphor for anxiety, and that's partially why I guess that's probably why I was relating so well to it. It's just this game speaks to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's very uncommon.
So here's another kind of hidden mechanic. So if you don't have that much karma, by the time you get to this stage, this boss will show up and give you a really powerful card.
When you get to which stage?
Like if you go through 3 boss battles, and you don't have that much karma, this boss will show up and it'll always have a really powerful card to give you.
Cool. Is it always the same card, and why this boss?
It's one of there's the cards are tiered from 1 to 3 stars. So
Okay.
this boss will always drop any 3-star card that you have unlocked.
Unlocked. Do I unlock them when I'm playing the game multiple times, or
Yeah,
damage, or I can't tell if I took damage or not.
you did not.
Now I took damage.
Oh yeah.
So it's immune right now.
So no, but this boss is what's the word? Like if a new player is not doing so well, this boss will show up and help you out, basically. You can also
Am I healing? Am I healing from just sitting here?
No,
Oh.
it doesn't heal you unless you're in a battle.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I was just curious why I keep flashing.
The flashing is from being at low health.
Oh,
It's just a warning, like.
mood. These modes are special. What are special modes? What are these modes anyhow? Why did you choose them? Again?
There's a lot of things that unlock as you play, but it's kind of hard to describe what they'll be for, but soon it'll explain to you what they're all for.
Oh, okay. So tell me, what is the thing about this game besides the audio? Like, so you are a primary. Would you say you're primarily a programmer, artist, drawer, or like sound person?
That's kind of tough to. If I had to describe something, it would be I'm a programmer, and then all the other stuff is like 40% programmer, 30% artist, 30% sound I guess I would say.
Do not get hurt 3 times. What does that mean?
Just like if you don't get hurt 3 times, you'll get that gift. But if you do get hurt that many times, it'll lock it and you won't get it.
So if I get hurt 4 times, is it fine, or is it get hurt 2 or less times?
2 or less. And
Alright.
there's actually a checklist at the top of the screen while you play to tell you if you're gonna hit it or not.
That's really cool. So why is the difficulty section bar by default on easiest setting? Oh my god, what is
Was
this?
it?
Yeah, it is.
Honestly, I thought it was on the medium one by default, so maybe it should have been.
Maybe I'm such a noob. I automatically just, you know, went to the, oh god, there's stuff coming at me. Let's just do the easiest mode possible.
And I also made it so the higher difficulties are locked at the start. Mostly
It gets
because,
harder?
yeah, mostly like I didn't really want to lock the higher difficulties, but at first there's not enough monsters unlocked to make the higher
so
difficulties.
unlock monsters as well.
Yeah, yeah.
How do I do that? By beating them, or?
There's a list of 237, I think, achievements right now, and most of them unlock something.
Wow. Okay, I'm starting to understand the price tag.
Yeah.
Oh darn it!
There's
did not get hurt any more
37
times.
bosses at the moment, with way more coming.
Wow.
The goal is 72.
Why that number?
Honestly, I don't know. Just sounded nice.
How do I know when I'm charged? This
It makes a little noise.
oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
You have a card that lets you charge 2 times for an even more powerful shot.
How do I? Oh god. Where did I get the extra? Why do I have 4 of those panic attacks?
I don't know, just random cards were giving them to you.
God. Come on, die, heathen. Yes. Ah, my god. Okay, so this. I don't know. This
A
game
lot
is
of people
so
hate that one.
satisfying.
A lot of people hate that boss.
Oh, I'm gonna go fast.
Oh yeah.
And I get a health heal. That's really cool. What does void defense mean? Is that different types of attacks?
Yeah, so some bosses do void damage, and so they'll do less damage to you now.
So it's something that I find interesting. Why, so the only way I get to choose is I get to choose what monsters I fight, right? Oh, hey, I get to see now what that one is. Okay,
Yeah.
so I can see what some of these are, but like,
You can
That's
see their
dynamic.
difficulty level. You can see what gifts they'll give you, or at least an idea of them at first.
that's cool.
The main thing is the
Die.
level.
Let's die.
The fat. If you keep picking higher levels, the next bosses will always keep being higher level and higher level. So in that way, people that are finding it too easy or too hard at first can adjust
I haven't
themselves.
failed yet. So when I fail, do I die permanently, or?
Well, you just a run is typically 10 bosses in a row with a final boss at the end. And if you die, you got to start the run over. But you'll keep all the tetrads, the little triangle things you've been collecting. You'll keep all that.
So wait, how did somebody get that many 20-some panic attacks for the final boss?
There's some gifts that there's, for instance, a 3-star gift called Phobia that just straight up gives you 10 panic attacks right there.
Oh wow.
but there's other ways. There's a if you have a lot of panic attacks on you without using them, you might summon a special boss that gives you even more, but it's really hard.
So like, will this boss be optional or mandatory? I'm just kind of curious to why I
Yeah.
don't like. I was expecting when I saw the cards I would get to like put them in slots or something. Oh god.
No, they're just automatically unlocked. But when you die, you lose everything, so you gotta re-earn stuff.
So that this is really cool, dude. Hey, I got a panic attack now.
And you unlocked hard heavy rain. Yeah, that's what I called it.
Heavy rain. Shot.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard that so much. I didn't even think about that when I named it.
So why did you name it Heavy Rain then?
Oh, because the other difficulties are called light rain and mist rain. That's why. And then the hardest one's called torrent rain. So heavy
Okay.
rain just fits between them, right?
So why the rain theme? It doesn't ever come back, and like I haven't seen the mist or the rain. Should I go for the level 5? Or do you think I'm gonna get my ass
Oh
kicked?
boy.
Do you know what this one is? Is it scripted
Uh,
encounter?
No, I don't know what it is. I could guess. Click on it and let me see the challenges all along with it.
Am I gonna have a bad time?
I can't guess. There's too many now. Like,
Let's have a bad time.
do it. See what it is. Oh no, this is probably the easiest level 5. Maybe. Good luck.
I can't. Wait, is. So does this armor do armor stuff?
Yeah, if you hit the armor, it doesn't damage the boss as much, but you can break pieces off.
Interesting mechanic. Oh god. So how long does it take you to make a anime type? You know, from design.
You know, usually, so I just have them all planned out, like in my head, pretty much, or drawn on paper. And when I start a boss, as long as after the spriting is done, like after I've drawn it, it's
So-
usually 1 or 2 days, and I
So
can
how many
finish up.
sprites does this particular boss have?
So there's the middle one, like for that. Then there's just the eyeball that turns around to look at you, and then there's, let me see, there is one for each armor piece is its own sprite because the
Right.
shading is different.
Yeah, that's really cool. Darn, I was so close to getting the special unlock. So wait, the
Aw,
shading is
dang.
different from each one?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
right,
each
this is
individual
2D.
one is.
I forget that 2D doesn't have automatic lighting.
Yeah, I have to draw it on there myself. Oh look, here it explains the scoring mechanics.
Why do you call it fear instead of anxiety? Because fear's simpler, or?
Fear is, so the monsters have fear, and there's 6 different types of fear, and so each monster has its own like thing. So there's, like, you were fighting the virals, the black balls with the red eye on it.
Yeah?
You fought one of those. Those have loneliness, fear, and then there's the one you just fought, the robot ones. So there's a lot of robot monsters, and those have anxiety, fear,
Oh, that's
And so-
really interesting.
and you can unlock like descriptions of each one too, with the tetrads. That's pretty much what they're for.
Oh, they'll unlock the description even?
They'll unlock descriptions, and like, you know how the gifts you were getting, they're all question marks right now. You unlock the ability to see which gifts you'll get.
Okay. That's cool.
So yeah, at the start, everything's just question marks. You have no idea what anything is, and then you unlock information about it as you go on. And then by the end, once you've unlocked everything, you just know what you're picking.
Okay, that's really cool. That, I mean, why did you decide to remove the unknown? You know, I mean, there's a lot of content, so it takes a while to get to that point. But like, I don't know.
You know, honestly, it's just I wanted to unlock stuff. I like to unlock stuff in games, so like, here's a bunch of stuff to unlock. Like literally just tons and tons of stuff to unlock.
That's very cool. You hand drew these clouds, Ethan?
Yeah.
Nice.
And like Photoshop, and like I have like filters that I mess with and stuff. So it's not like hand pixeled or anything. That'd be crazy.
I mean, yeah, that's what I was impressed by, because it's like, but the mobs, they are mostly
Those are hand pixeled, pretty much. The bosses, like this one. And the heart, your character, and pretty much all the UI too.
So can I get a game over in this stage?
No. No, they won't let you game over here.
I was gonna try. So that means I can just sit here until I heal, right? Oh, I'm not healing either. So
Well,
this is-
you don't
this is a-
heal. You don't heal because you're at. You only heal if you're below half your health.
Oh, darn. Oh, half or 8?
It's 8. It's 4 little sections, but at the moment it's half your health. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, and I'm at 5. Nice. That's. So do you implement stacking at all in these combos? Like,
Yeah, there's all kinds of gifts stacked together into craziness. Like
so how
you,
did? Sorry.
you can get one that makes your shots like wavy. So when you're shooting one, it kind of makes your shot worse because it's kind of hard to aim. But then you get a multi-shot, so you're shooting 2 shots at once, and then the waves interlock and they make like a DNA strand looking pattern.
That's cool. Why don't I have arms, my little character?
I just drew them behind her. The way her shoulders are up kind of makes her look like a heart. That's what I went for, but
That makes sense.
I might have to clear it up a little bit. I'm still doing art passes. Like the clouds in the background here, they used to be much worse looking, and then I went through and made them better.
That's interesting. How did you implement the flickering stars? Do you have 2 ones that you flip between, or are you doing it with a shader?
I just they're a sprite that's like a star shape, and then I just scale it up and down, and then the game pixel corrects it
That's
automatically.
Really funny. That's super cool.
And I just spawn them randomly all over, so they're not like in the same place every time.
Oh, that's actually super useful for speedrunning. Taking splice runs. As long as it's consistent throughout the run.
Oh.
If you just see that. That's really cool. You know the Xbox logo on the 360 when it does that, it has those pulsating rings.
Yeah.
That actually has the information on the serial number of the device.
Oh, I saw that, or I read that somewhere.
Yeah, my manager was was the one who did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. I had read that somewhere, and that was something you were close to. That's
yeah,
cool.
dude, my manager was such a badass at work. He worked on Cortana, he worked on Bing, like when it was being started up. I mean, most of his stuff that he worked on is terrible.
Well,
Hey, look, being a good look, it's Microsoft. Half of the shit they do is terrible. Um,
yeah.
um, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I'm doing that anyhow.
Am I allowed to agree with that?
Um, the other half they do is amazing, like the best. So, but like, he's just telling me about the Halo team got really pissed off at the Cortana team because Cortana was an internal codename. It wasn't supposed to be
Yeah.
published. And then it got leaked. So then the Halo team heard word that another team at Microsoft was calling something Cortana, and they got really pissed off because like Cortana has specific brand stuff.
Oh
So
yeah.
then, like,
Actually,
they had a
wow, I didn't even
meeting,
think about that.
and he said he just explained it was an internal name, but like just because we all love Cortana a lot, and and somehow convinced them to pull out the Halo like to give them the Halo Bible, just like the Bible of how to be Cortana, all their motivations and stuff, get the voice actor and everything. To do
Whoa.
that, and it's just like. Yo, if it wasn't for a leak, Cortana wouldn't have been Cortana.
Wow, I didn't even, that's amazing. Yeah, I had just like assumed like, oh,
Oh no,
Halo
it wasn't. It
team
wasn't a
was just-
design. It wasn't from business that did that. Oh, why are my hearts on fire?
You picked up Fire Heart Shots gift
Okay.
at some point.
So how do you deal with incompatible modes? Like I assume there's like an ice shot or something.
No, the 5 elements are Radiant, Void, Burn, Zap, and Toxic. And actually, if you get 2 of the element changing cards, it just replaces the old one.
Oh.
But they come with other buffs, like other stat bonuses that you get to keep.
Oh, okay. Is there type damage and all for these weapons? Like.
Yeah, so like there's a lot of monsters that are weak to say fire damage, and so if you know you have burn bullets, and if you know the boss's weakness, which you don't know right now because you haven't unlocked their card. But when you do know, you can choose. Oh, I have weakness on this monster, so I'll pick this one.
That's really cool. So
And I end every interaction with that robot with "I love you" every single time.
it's really funny.
It,
I like that. I like that as a music room. That's pretty cool. I'm actually pretty. I'm probably gonna go just like copy the music file into my play music so I can listen to it in the car.
that means a lot, actually. Thanks.
Alright. Oh god, they're all level 5s except this one.
Oh, you're getting up there.
I'm gonna do this one because it has the most cards.
Might as well.
What do I get if I? What's this one?
You can hold Z to like see what's behind the challenge.
Oh, that's nice. I'm not gonna get it. Okay, so tell me, what is something that's like, what is something that you're currently like working on besides additional content? Like, what doesn't work in this game right now?
At the moment right now, like literally when you asked me to come on here, I was actually redoing the art for a lot of the gifts, just because I've improved it over the year that I even started making those. I just wanted to go back and touch up some of the old ones. But other than that, like as of right now, I'm making a few new bosses that, like, I need these bosses to be done because they're involved in this new mode that I'm working on right now. And
Is it
with that,
Battle Royale?
yeah, exactly. 100 hearts are dropped on an island. and they all have to hug each other. It's good times.
I have a joke for you when we get off stream that I can't. It's not safe for work joke.
Okay. But as of right now, there's the story mode where you just go through bosses in a row, and then there's quick play, which lets you fight any boss you want at any level you want, and it lets you put on any gifts that you have unlocked. And there's a whole like progression system in there too.
Oh, that's really cool.
And then there's endless mode where you just keep fighting bosses forever until you die because they get insane.
Oh, is it too quiet?
I think he's talking about the joke you were gonna say.
Oh, yeah. You can hop in the Discord after that, Lacked. It's just a joke about trans girls and stuff. So,
Oh, you either love or hate this one. There's no in between.
oh god. Oh fucking god.
That was a good dodge though, like that first barrage right there.
No. Wait, does each one take damage?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna stop wasting this. I just wanted to see how much damage it did. Can I cut it in half?
No. You know I should make one like that.
I was thinking too much Terraria.
Yeah, it is kind of like, what do they call it in there?
I don't
like,
even know.
Eater of Worlds, Destroyer of
where's-
Worlds, I don't
where's-
know. Something
Oh,
like
I can cut off the spikes off them.
Yeah, and that unveils weak spots on them.
So the ones without spikes are weaker.
Yeah, like you hit more damage on them.
I'm gonna die from this guy.
Stay far on the left side or the right side. I have problems with left and right for some reason.
Oh, I literally can. Okay, so I know which side my right side is. I do never know which way left is.
That's amazing. I think I'm kind of like that. I don't know. I have really bad time with left and right.
Apparently, I went to the doctor trying to figure out what's. Oh, hey. 6 HP.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's...
Lucky.
Yeah, no, I think. Darn it. I keep failing the, I can't believe I failed that again. Whatever. So, is there any, oh, I do want to try another one. I think I'll do the level 5, though, because I want to heal some.
Oh yeah, yeah. That +6 heal is guaranteed for every battle from now on. Oh, this is one of my favorites.
Dude, she's super
This one
cool.
took me a month. This one took me a month to make.
Only a month? That is some pretty intense art. And you had to do all the animation cycle? So how
Yeah.
how do you plan out the animation for this? Like the scenes on this are really well done.
So
Except with light, like the only
okay,
time I
even-
notice them is when like lighting effects sometimes interact poorly with them.
yeah. Like for this one. Okay, so each leg is just like a thing that's bouncing by itself, affected by gravity,
Oh?
and try to hide behind her. That's an achievement. I do some math to figure out where the exact midpoint between the legs are, and then I put her body there, and then I put her legs pointing down, and then just like do some trigonometry to get the legs to connect together.
That's really cool. And you're just stretching. Is it rendering the joint as a rectangle, or is it like?
No, it's actually just stretching and just overlapping the two sprites. So the joint itself is on one of the sprites, and the other one just has like a cut in.
That's really cool. Yeah, that makes that I can see that now. Oh god. Oh, I can't shoot her legs.
You can shoot any leg that has the armor still on it. You can also break her guns.
Ah, darn it. I think I was so close to being able to get the. Ah! If I didn't get hit there, I would have unlocked that. Oh well. Whatever that was.
Let's see what it was. The stream's a little behind from when I hear you, so.
Oh yeah, I don't know why, but yeah, it's been like that for the last few days. It's kind of annoying me. It's like 9 seconds delay, and I'm used to Mixer, which is less than a second. So it's just like, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 second, 3.5 second delay. So it's not bad, but like, it's not Mixer.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, that's the main design goal of Mixer though, was the FTL protocol of being able to have actually interactive live streams. So how do you do the balancing? Do you ever use like A/B testing to figure out what rank to put something in, or?
You know, honestly, what I do is I just like test it against other like bosses and just like that looks about
like
level.
have the bosses fight each other?
No, no.
Just have this game has a totally accurate battle simulator inside it as well.
Oh man, if it did. Oh, that's a yeah. No.
Dude.
I'd never finish this game.
What would that take to be able to just do a quick hack where the two bosses fighting each other?
Oh, absolutely would take forever because they're only designed to like aim at you pretty
Yeah.
much.
I'll just get two of me and then have each one have a copy of me that's in the other person's head.
Yeah, but sometimes the monsters have all kinds of weird, like the
That's right, just-
robot lady. Just
Oh
Just
no! Oh wait, did I die?
yeah,
Oh man,
you're pretty close.
I was so
pretty
close
close.
to beating the game. Darn. Alright.
You know what else is hard? Talking while playing it.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit better at that. So now I can look at all the monsters I fought, right? And guess.
Yeah. So you can see the list, and if you have enough tetras, you can. Oh yeah, right. There's a whole tutorial about
Trees can be
it.
scary.
She's scared of trees.
But she looks like an elf. How can an elf be afraid of trees?
She's an alien.
Oh, she's an alien?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, I guess that makes sense, yeah. Shiny, burn, got it. Okay, so this is how I unlock things, right?
Yeah.
So it's just it's a really weird crafting system.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's cool. I'm really sick of crafting systems. If I get another rectangle to craft stuff in, I'm gonna die.
I cannot remember where I got this exact idea, like to craft them like this.
Honestly,
It probably came from just everywhere.
yeah, no, that's really cool. Oh, your robot has a gender.
Yeah.
Oh, I was really hoping for an animation there. Ah, okay, so I get to see all the. That's cool. So if I radiate it, it just gets saved into my. So.
So, when you radiate it, from then on, you will always know if you're gonna get that card from a monster. Like you'll be able to see it instead of a question mark. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That makes a lot of sense. Alright, I'm probably gonna head to bed too soon. It's almost midnight.
Yeah.
It's midnight. Woo! Good morning.
It's midnight now.
Yep.
Well, for me, it's 10 p.m.
Yeah, I know. I have this computer's time zone set to 10 p.m. Because it's moving in August. I'm moving in August to Seattle. So where do you live?
Yeah.
By the way, Seattle.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here, you can answer. What's your name again for Black Plane?
Wait, what was that?
Angel is.
Oh, Angel. Yeah, my name is Angel.
And your pronouns are he, him, his, right? Or
Yeah, he, him, his.
cool. Alright, I think this is probably a good time to start given that I failed. Like, if you want to hop in a private call, I can tell you guys a joke. I'll just invite you to this. Alright, thank you guys all for joining. Today I'll be back tomorrow doing more game dev stuff.